So often, when it comes to policymaking, I hear people say, oh, we cannot put a dollar value on human lives. But turns out we do this all the time. This is what actuaries and insurance companies do. They set a price on how much a human life is worth. In fact, most countries around the world, including New Zealand, have detailed guidelines on the value of a life, policies which guide decision making. In New Zealand, for instance, we have a body called Pharmac. Pharmac decides on which drugs should be subsidized and which not, understanding full well that drugs that are not subsidized become unaffordable and may lead to deaths of people suffering from those specific diseases that the drug is designed to address. If you look at the Pharmac's website, you'll find the following. It says, because funding is always limited, this involves making some tough choices. Pharmac undertakes cost utility analysis, which is essentially a way of saying cost benefit analysis, to help inform our decisions on which pharmaceuticals to fund. Money spent on a particular pharmaceutical has an opportunity cost, something we have talked about before, because there is less money for other pharmaceuticals that could have been funded. We make these choices, Pharmac makes these choices with the help of cost utility analysis. In doing so, what Pharmac uses is something called quality adjusted life years, or QALY. In measuring QALY, Pharmac looks at the combination of two major things: a treatment's effect on how much longer we live and how much better we live. And the result of this cost utility or cost benefit analysis tells us how many QALYs we gain for every dollar we spend. And then Pharmac looks at what's the best outcome in terms of QALY per dollar spent and decides which drugs to fund and which not to fund. So, for instance, it's not just a life, it's quality adjusted life years. So, if you save the life of an 80-year-old, then at best you probably have saved about five quality adjusted life years given life expectancy in New Zealand currently. While saving the life of a 5-year-old means you have most likely saved 80 quality adjusted life years. Organ transplant committees at hospitals face these choices all the time. If a new kidney is available, then chances are that kidney will go to a young mother with two small kids rather than a 65-year-old with a long history of smoking. The point here is that people say, oh, economics is just dollars and cents. That's not true. Economics helps us understand even deeply fraught ethical issues. And thinking about these in economic terms helps us arrive at better outcomes, or in different words, achieving the greatest happiness for the greatest number of people. Take care. See you soon. Bye.